Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. If you can't tell from the tone of my voice or my general demeanor, I'm just exhausted. I'm tired of dealing with all of these nonsensical farang. I'm tired of dealing with all of these people that are talking about tax matters in just a crazy manner. I'm frankly tired of everybody thinking I have some nefarious agenda when all I'm trying to do is keep people from running into something that could be to their detriment. And also, I got to be honest with you, I'm just frankly kind of dejected, or I don't know what the right word is, but disappointed maybe about the fact that, I thought the rules and the laws meant something here, and it just seems like it doesn't. Let me just get into what I'm talking about here. So I initially thought of making this video after reading a recent article from the Pattaya Mail. That's pattayamail.com. Article is titled, Pattaya Expats Receive Updates on Overseas Remittances and Income Tax. And the point here I'm trying to make is, we've discussed this before. And let me dig into this first. Let's go over here to the notification of Ministry of Labor regarding prescription of prohibited occupations for foreigners. And then you go in here under number 1, occupations, under list 2, controlling, auditing, performing, or providing accounting services, except the following. And there's like internal, work under international agreements. That doesn't really pertain to us here, but over under definition under subsection 6, other services related to accounting in various branches such as bookkeeping, auditing, administrative accounting, setting an accounting system, tax accounting, and education and accounting technologies, as well as consultancy, development, and training. Consultancy, worth noting that. Then we move over here under subsection 27 under legal services, services and legal proceedings, providing services in legal counseling, and then presentation of opinions as an expert. All of these in the realm of accounting and legal advisory insofar as tax law are prohibited to foreigners. This isn't unclear. Again, I'm putting this all on screen. I'll put a link in the description below. There isn't any vagueness about these restrictions. I mean, it's black and white. That said, going back over here to Pattaya Mail, pattayamail.com, Pattaya expats receive updates on overseas remittances and income. So again, this IRS agent that is basically acting as sort of an interloper over here, quoting directly, answering questions, Mr. Carden, that's this agent, said that the Thai government had promised to honor double taxation treaties with 61 countries. So you're counseling on Thailand's policies regarding double tax treaties? Quoting further, however, these were all unique and could not be used as some kind of blanket immunity. Yeah. Again, you're counseling regarding Thai tax law? Quoting further, he suggested that an expert should refer to the applicable terms in the submitted tax form by way of a caveat or alert. Mr. Carden several times stressed that the government was deliberately widening the income tax base. So you're advising regarding tax matters in Thailand. You're consulting broadly on the record, but accepted that small fish were going to be caught in the net designed for bigger ones, especially rich Thais. Again, I don't know what to do anymore. And first of all, I again warn folks from listening to people who tell you to go running into a tax jurisdiction situation that you may not necessarily need to go running into. To their credit, I have talked to Pattaya City Expats Club, and I think I'm scheduled to talk there next month, but I don't even know if I'm going to do it. I'll be in contact with them. I'm just, frankly, I don't know what to say anymore. I mean, do we have laws here or not? And are we and what law has changed that's created any affirmative duty in Thailand to file a tax return to begin with? They talk about this as if it's all some duty that you have to do. Yeah, look, I get it. Trump is coming down the pike now. We're looking at this new external revenue service of Trump's. They're looking at, it looks to me like changing fundamentally, at least in an American context, American tax law. Meanwhile, we have the outgoing administration who had tried to push this global minimum tax, which is the byproduct of that is what we're dealing with here in Thailand and through all this OECD stuff where they're trying to come in and basically take over. I would view it as a form of colonization. I just, I don't know what to feel what to think at this point other than disappointment, and frankly, I'm kind of at the point of apathy because I'm just giving up because it looks to me like, why care about Thai tax enforcement? They're not enforcing the laws regarding foreign restricted occupations and foreigners being restricted from advising people regarding Thai tax matters. So if they're not going to enforce that law, are people really thinking that they're going to go out of their, maybe they will go out of their way to enforce all this minutia of tax rules for a bunch of people who probably aren't going to have to pay the government anything anyway, but neither here nor there. I'm just at the point now where I don't know what to say. I don't understand these people that want to go, like, they send me emails that are like, you're a terrible person for telling us that, there are ways that you can structure things so you don't have to worry about tax jurisdiction and this jurisdiction or some other jurisdiction. Okay, believe what you want at the end of the day. Okay, all I've been trying to do is one, to note that Thailand is its own country, and foreigners coming in from outside telling us how our tax system works, that's not right. And meanwhile, to have foreigners coming in here and stirring up all the folks in Thailand that are retired here or that may invest here, and to possibly scare them to the point where they will go away from Thailand because of their fears about tax, I don't see how that's good for the country. And frankly, I thought that that's what we've been working to, we've been working in the opposite direction for these past roughly 3 to 5 years, especially here in Thailand, as we've been trying to build back after COVID, really is a globalist scheme to scare away all of our retirees and all of our investors and put us under some kind of supranational, taxation scheme. Is that what's good for Thailand? And meanwhile, the people that are doing this are in flagrant violation of our laws. So, I'm at the point of just throwing up my hands now because I don't know what else to say. At the end of the day, I don't think it's an invalid question. Why worry about tax enforcement if they're not going to enforce Thailand's laws regarding restricted occupations for foreigners? Why would you presume they're going to be they're going to operate with much alacrity regarding tax enforcement if people that are operating in the tax sphere as foreigners are operating in clear violation of Thai law? Why worry about that?